With Lyn's paralogue complete, it's time to return to the main story, a battle against Hortensia and 3 of the 4 Hounds in Solm Palace. The intent is that you will split your team up to go down both the left and right halls simultaneously, then meet in the middle to tackle the throne room. I see no reason to play it any differently and split my team up. Progress on the left half is swift, and the crits are flowing freely. After dispatching the lance fighters in the map's bottom section, Marni is able to wipe out a thief that arrives on turn 2 before he can progress toward the treasure room. The next enemy group features a whole lot of lance users, including some cavalry that moved in from the center of the map, and Panette is able to land a massive Great Ether to set up an easy cleanup operation on the next player phase. Meanwhile, the right half squad is moving a little more slowly, partially because they have a much weaker enemy phase presence. They are unable to immediately take down the turn 2 thief, but Alir is able to draw fire from multiple axe wielders and defeat him on the next turn. After clearing out the remaining nearby enemies, she engages with Lucina and walks onto a pillar tile to draw out a pair of wolf knights, dealing heavy chip damage on the counterattack with Noble Rapier. Fortunately, she dodges the first wolf knight's strike because the second one decides to join in on the crit party and dishes out a massive amount of damage. Both sides clean up their respective opponents and pick up the chests in the treasure rooms. This triggers flyer reinforcements from the bottom of the map, but there are only 3 in each wave and pose no threat. After that, it's time to proceed to the throne room. There are 8 pools of emblem energy outside the throne room, but I only used 2 engages on the way up. This frees up most of the pools for Alfred, who can draw out individual enemies from the throne room with Astra Storm, since they become aggressive individually. Funnily enough, his first Astra Storm completely wipes out Zephia's first HP bar, and I decide to let him finish her off on the next player phase. He also grabs both of Mavir's HP bars, and even though he's fairly overleveled at this point, I let him take one of Marni's because I find it funny that he's even able to do it. With the Hounds out of the way, it's time to deal with Hortensia. She has a 3-use Fracture Staff, and I bait out some of the other enemies near her while she burns through it. Once it's used up, she begins moving, but she has abysmal defenses, and wielding Lyn leaves her 1 range locked, and my team easily takes her out.
Allow me.